Hey guys, welcome to Minecraft Redstone Tic Tac Toe. This is a very simple game of a 3x3 grid in which two players, X and O, alternate putting down their symbols on this 3x3 grid, and the first player to get three of their symbol in a row, it could also be diagonally, in a row, in a column, that player will win if they can successfully get that. So I'll just play a quick trial game. Let's reset, actually. And it always starts with X on the resets. So we'll put X there, then O can go there. And you can see that they are indeed alternating, and they're showing up on our board. There's the O, there's X, and now X actually has two ways of winning. He can go in the middle here and in the top there. So O cannot stop X from winning. And there's X, and you can see indeed X does win. So it does have win detection, and when we reset it, the whole thing goes back. So there you go, that's the actual game. Let's see the redstone. So of course there are the inputs that go to the back. I'll show you the back in a moment. And there's the reset button. So the first thing you might notice is the water display. Yes, indeed, it does use water. I think it shows great contrast and it works really well for tic-tac-toe. So of course, with that water, it requires pistons. So we've got this piston display mechanism here. And that, of course, is in a 3x3 grid. We've also got another one up here to show whether X or O won. And this one's just inverted because this is not a water display. That just retracts the pistons. And of course here's our wins thing right there. So here's all the redstone in all of its glory. The reset button comes down right from there. It goes underground. And here are the inputs that come in right here. So this next part in the middle, I'll actually explain that later, but this is actually all the computation for the game itself. That, of course, is excluding the win detection. The win detection is in gray over here, and that's, you can kind of see what's going on here. It takes the outputs from the various buttons that we've pressed. See, the memory cells are here and they go straight into the gray area. And when a certain tile has been activated, then the repeaters will go all the way down and they'll deactivate each torch in that line. And as soon as the three torches in one of these rows going across, once they're all deactivated, and there are three in a row, or in a column or diagonal, then this entire line will deactivate, which will turn this torch on, which will power this redstone up here, and it will come up to our wind detection system. So that's the wind detection, and the displays are pretty simple. It divides up the display, each particular little module right here, into three separate parts. You've got the red, the green, and the purple areas. The green is, it's a part kind of on the corners, I guess you could say. It's near the corners, and the green will activate when either X or O is on. So that comes on just when either X or O comes on. So you can see both of these lead up to this torch, which goes into the green section. Then the yellow section will, the red section, the yellow is just busing from these white lines over to our displays. So the red section is for O. That will kind of display the edges, and along with the near corners, that will make the O symbol. And the purple is for the X. So the purple will basically push out the pistons that are in the middle, as well as the far corners. So the display isn't too complicated. It's got a lot of redstone in it because you have to fiddle around with the pistons a good amount, but it's not too hard. Anyway, let's actually get over to explaining this part. See, if you just have this part, well, if you have the display and this part, you can actually have Tic Tac Toe, but it will not detect the wins. So it will, this does, it has the reset feature. It has a memory feature in these green clay blocks, and in the gray, these gray ones, that kind of, that works with alternating whose turn it is. So every turn, it will go between X and O, and it will alternate between those. And other than that, you've got this red one, which takes the input from, basically this red line powers whenever any input is turned on. And that red one goes into this toggle flip-flop to decide whose turn it is. So basically when it's X's turn, the power will come through these buses, and let's say it's this top middle one. It will go right here, it'll go through, and it will come out as X. And then it'll go through these white lines and so on to the display. But as when this monostable circuit is powered, it's basically a pulse limiter, so that you only have 2 tick pulses. When that's powered, it will come through these up here to this red line, and that will come down there to the T flip-flop. And when the T flip-flop is powered, then these gray lines will turn off. And that allows it to alternate using these repeater locks. So, I think I explained it pretty simply. I hope that you enjoyed this video of mine. This certainly was not an easy creation to make, but thankfully with World Edit, so that I could copy the displays and just bring stuff, make stuff a bit easier, I suppose. Along with just a lot of time, I was able to do this. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, this is Tic Tac Toe with wind detection. I think I might make an artificial intelligence for this later. I might, but don't count on it. So, I hope you enjoyed. You might be seeing AI later, but that's it for today. Thanks for watching.